Hi everybody, Amber here from the Peoria Public Library, and again I'm back here in the local history and genealogy section where you'll usually find me working at the Peoria Public Library. So today what I want to talk about is DNA testing. It just so happens that April 25th was DNA Day. DNA Day is a quasi-holiday. Obviously we don't take the day off and celebrate it or anything, but what it does is it refers to the day of the publication of the discovery that DNA, the structure of it, was a double helix, and that was discovered by Watson, Crick, Wilkins, and Franklin in 1953. So what they did when they discovered the shape of DNA, they could work with it and build a human genome project, which they finally finished 50 years later. So how does that help with the library and genealogy? We're looking at commercial DNA tests now, tests that you can buy online and use to help with your genealogy. So a genealogy test usually costs about $100 for an autosomal DNA test, which is what you want to start with if you're new to DNA testing. When you test with the autosomal companies and you don't want to pay $100, you want to watch for the sales. DNA Day usually has a bunch of sales, and if you missed them, Mother's Day is just around the corner and they'll probably have a bunch more. What way to celebrate Mom? By finding out your heritage together. So, what else can we do with the library? We have lots of books on DNA and learning about the DNA testing. So a couple of my favorites are the Guide to DNA Testing and Genetic Genealogy. What this will do, it'll show you how DNA tests really help you break down your brick walls. You know, when you're doing genealogy and you're stuck. You are so stuck because you can't find the records. That's your brick wall. DNA testing can help you plow right through it. It can also help you verify your research, what you've already found on your paper trail. Then you know that you're going in the right direction and you're not following the wrong family. We also have a book on the Adoptees Guide to DNA Testing. Several people feel that they can't go and do genealogy because they don't know their family history. DNA testing will help you find genetic relatives and help you build your genetic family tree. There are also plenty of projects out, like the Flemish DNA Project, that help build the massive tree for people who may have come from other countries. I will say this, though, if you are going to DNA test, you need to be prepared for what the results may bring. Plenty of people have tested and found out that what they always thought was true about their family was not. So science doesn't lie, and you may discover things you wish you hadn't. So you have to be prepared for what results may come. Other than that, we do have some books that were written by people who have DNA tested and learned about their family history, whether it was an unexpected result or exactly what they did expect, and to learn more about their family heritage. Now, some people will just test and they just want to learn their ethnicity estimates. How much Irish are they? Honestly, that's kind of the least accurate part of DNA testing, because what they're comparing you against is other people in their database, and that information changes as more people test. From when I tested 5 years ago to what I have done now, my ethnicity estimates have changed, and I've gone from being 14% Irish to about 40% Irish, which is about what I expect. So don't rely on your ethnicity estimates to give you the whole picture. Last but not least, you want to use your DNA matches that you will get when testing to help you build out and down and back and up. By comparing your tree to your matches, you can find ways to go back up in the tree further than you ever thought you could. And if you have any questions, you can always come by the library and look for me or ask, and we'll see what we can do to help you discover more about your DNA. Until then, we hope to see you in the library with your mask on and ready to work.